We got some other great stuff we want to get into. Some birthdays today, by the way. Roy Scheider from Jaws.
Oh.
He would have been 89. He's dead, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
Tracy Morgan, last OG, 53. Miranda Lambert. She's pretty. I'll tell you right 50? Now, I love me some women with some strong jawbones.
50?
She is 38. Wow, really?
I thought she's been around.
Sinbad is 65 today. One of the first people to ever appear at the Comedy Club Stardom, when it was down there on the Green Springs Highway. And Lester Miles. My house, he's fallen off, hasn't he? He's 68.
Who's Lester Miles?
Les Miles.
Oh, Les Miles.
Lester, yeah.
Yeah, what happened to him? He just kind of...
No, all that stuff came out about all the sex stuff.
No, I know, but then he just...
Went Kansas and boom, he's done after a couple of years.
That's where Urban's
Man,
going.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of things you can screw up in life, right? You can become an addict. You can steal from people. You can make bad decisions. You can do all kinds of things. And, of course, we are all about...
redemption.
We're a redemptive society. We'll always give you another chance. You can fight dogs. You can do whatever you want. You can get DUI. You can kill somebody. We'll always, because we change, right? But, man, if you do something where it has something to do with sexual assault in sports, Les Miles, John Gruden, Hugh Freeze to an extent. I mean, he's down at Liberty, but I don't think he's going to be moving anytime soon. And he was just looking up 900 numbers.
I mean, but Gruden wasn't just sexual assault, right? So Gruden was...
Well, he was sharing pictures of topless
cheerleaders. I mean, that's yes. Yeah.
The guy with the Phoenix Suns right now is probably going to be booted. Robert Kraft only made it, and I'm not saying sexual assault, but anything that has sex with it.
Yeah, well, Kraft
because he's the owner. They're not going to vote him out.
It's his business.
It's his business.
Yep.
But anything that has anything to do with sex, and weirdness.
Well, and particularly if it's if it's harassment, you're married. I mean, let's just say you were single. Well, who was? Oh, I'm blanking. The player that was beating up was hitting the escort, the woman who was coming to have sex with him. And you remember he was slapping her?
Oh, you talking about the one that turned out to be a man?
Yeah, when she asked him to.
Player?
No, it was that the one she asked him to hit him.
Oh, yeah.
To hit her.
Oh, that was Trevor Bauer.
Yeah.
The baseball player.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from him in months.
Yeah, I mean, he
didn't even play in the world. He didn't play in the playoffs of the World Series.
I mean, I think that you can have slightly unconventional sexual preferences and desires. We talked to Misty about this a lot, right? Yep. And sort of the behind closed doors people. There's a whole range of things, but when those things are also in a position where you're either harassing someone, assaulting someone, betraying somebody, being unfaithful. You know what I mean? Like this again. It's another thing. Think. We're not going to forgive you for that. Yeah. We're not. Here's the other thing. We're not forgiving you for murder either. Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Got a little special.
Okay, thank you. I love you. Come here. You want to be on Facebook Live with us?
Not really.
You in the school? Yes. Okay, good. All right. Yes, go do your thing. I love you, man. All right, thanks. That's why we have our family radio station here.
That's right.
I was wondering because I heard the dogs, and I was
you know me. Whenever that door starts going, I get.
Well, I know you looked over. We don't have that happen anymore, do we?
Yeah, no.
Plus, wait till next summer.
That was like a breaking news.
Yeah,
that was breaking news. No, listen. You harm somebody, including assault, sexual or not, and murder. I mean, like, we're not going to give you a second chance for that. Yeah. I mean, I'm saying as a we may give you a second chance as a society, but it's what I've told you, said before, is, well, even as a society, you ain't getting back to where you were before.
There's a lot of messages that men are getting right now about women and sex that we don't know how to handle.
Like what?
Bella Thorne Remember, Bella Thorne? She was on the Disney thing. She was super clean. She came out. Someone hacked her computer and posted a bunch of her nude pictures, and she's out crying, and she felt like she'd been violated, and blah 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 blah. She just came out with a new video with a rap singer. It's called "In You," and she's going down on another woman. It is sexually explicit. I watched this morning just so I could do some research. It's like, geez, dude. I mean, she's out there. And then she came out afterwards, and they're like, why'd you make such a sexually explicit, she's nude in it. Why'd you make such a sexually explicit? She's going down this woman, she comes up, she's got stuff all over it. And she's like, I love sex. I just love it. I love sex. It's what I was made to do, and it's what I'm on earth for. And she's on OnlyFans and everything else. I mean, she has totally gone off the deep end. We got Britney Spears posted another picture on her Instagram post yesterday. She's wearing a thong. She's topless, just her back.
That's art.
We have this OnlyFans thing that has just exploded with all of these models who are doing anything for money. Anything for money. I'm just going to be topless. I'm not going to do anything. How much? You want me to do what? Oh, for how much? Okay. So we got women. You go to sit in the front.
The mixed messages?
And then the porn industry has just exploded over the last 10 to 15 years.
You see that?
And so as men,
exploded.
as men, we see these things, we hear these things.
Yeah.
There was another woman, Maitland Ward, who used to be an actress, who was in a lot of pretty tame. I think she was in Harry Potter. I don't know what she was. Anyway, she came out a couple of days ago, and she's going to start making porn.
Okay.
It's who I am. I've lived this. She was part of the Disney family as well. A lot of Disney folks, man. And that women could do whatever they want.
Yeah. Okay. So,
but men see this.
Yes.
And that's why porn, for example, is not necessarily a good thing because it's not real. It's a movie.
Right.
And we see women being slapped, choked.
Right. And they
like it rough. We like anal butt plug. Who is it who's just come out? Dakota Johnson.
Yeah.
You know Dakota Johnson?
Yeah. That's what's
what she's selling for Christmas?
Butt plugs?
She's got her own butt plug line.
Really?
She's got her own butt plug line.
She's Don Johnson and who is she? Don Johnson. She was in Mamma Mia.
We got Gwyneth Paltrow.
Wait, hang on. Dakota Johnson, wasn't she in Mamma Mia?
She's got her own line of butt plugs for Christmas.
Come on.
We got Gwyneth Paltrow who's got candles that smell like her vagina. So we see all these women that have been pretty tame. We get the Sharon Stone movies.
Right.
We get the Phoebe Cates. We get those scenes because they're movies.
Right.
But we've got all these normal
Dakota
women
Johnson.
who are just like, it's a sex,
Yep.
butt plugs, sexual mantra, all this stuff. And we're kind of like, and we think that all women love this stuff.
Well, see, that's what, okay.
And then we try to bring it home.
No, but that's okay.
And that's something that it's not real life. It's not real life.
But see, you understand.
I mean, if Julie Andrews came out with a line of butt plugs,
you buy some?
Well, yeah. But I mean, so you got Jada Pinkett Smith coming out talking about her sexuality.
Yeah, that's fine.
And so guys are kind of going, I mean, we're drooling over here. We're seeing these stories and all these beautiful women that are doing all these different lines. They're on OnlyFans and they're doing all these things. They're posting things. And then you got Paulina Poroskova, who can't keep her clothes on. Heidi Klum was eating a plate of spaghetti off her crotch the other night. She posted something on Instagram.
On Instagram?
She is naked in bed eating spaghetti and meatballs off, and she's got no clothes on. And I'm going,
you know what they're doing? They're screwing with us. That's what they're doing.
I'm with you on this.
They're like, he.
We agree.
They're like, he. Watch these men lose their minds and make idiots out of themselves. Because here's the thing. That's what I was saying. Like everything you told me, you can look at it and go, oh my God. But did you hear the leap that you made? I mean, the leap is just because they do that doesn't mean
I know. Doesn't mean they want to. It doesn't mean they want to do it with you.
Right, and neither does your wife or your spouse.
It's like going to a strip club. And you're handing her $20 bills, and she's nice to you, and then you're like, well, why don't you want to go have a drink? Because you're a creep.
Right.
But she's taking your money. That's what OnlyFans is. OnlyFans is a glorified strip club to me. I mean, I used to do remotes at strip clubs, not being hypocritical at all, but I would never tip because I'm like, it's just throwing money away. I mean, I know that's how they made their living. I was there to make my living. I was there for a purpose, and I did a remote, and I left. I didn't stay an extra few minutes afterwards. But I always, that guy sitting there at the corner of the strip club is just throwing his hard-earned money away to a woman who doesn't give a rip, and then making him buy $17.50 drinks.
Because he feels.
So us men are very confused right now because
I hate it. We're better than that.
Oh, we're much better than that.
No, or we can't. Well, we're not. Like we can be.
I know. We're idiots.
No, that's what I mean. This is not. This shouldn't confuse us. It should be. Well, Heidi Klum's eating spaghetti off her crotch. Now that's interesting, right? Gwyneth Paltrow's got vagina-smelling candles. That's unique. Dakota Johnson's got butt plugs. Wow, I didn't know about that. So all my reactions are surprise, right? I would have never thought, but I don't then go. I don't jump from that to A, it must be all women. B, particularly if you're in a relationship, it must be my partner. And then C, if it's not your partner, then something's wrong and I need to go get it someplace else. Like that's just.
There's nothing I disagree with you about it. I'm just telling you the messages that are coming out are scrambling our brains because
why?
Because we do think with the wrong head sometimes.
Yes, this goes all the way back to what we talked about earlier about Will Smith. Right, Will Smith and the
what
birthday.
did he do?
No, even the birthday part.
Yeah, but what did he do afterwards? He wanted to harem.
Yeah,
he's getting mixed messages too. Men are getting mixed messages.
Yeah, but
this brain will always take that brain over.
Well, we have to be super careful. I don't even think. I know. Do not blame it. Do not blame your immaturity, our immaturity and stupidity on mixed messages. Because I see that a lot. That is a cop-out. That is a total cop-out. Well, I'm getting mixed messages and I don't know. I mean, I told you, I see it in the workplace all the time. Well, now I can't even talk to a woman because, shut up. Because just because Gwyneth Paltrow is selling vagina-smelling candles doesn't mean you can't talk to a woman because they're going to be a sexual harassment. If you're staring at her boobs, yes.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
A lot of mixed messages because a lot of women want us to stare at their boobs. They do,
but not.
And then a woman's wearing something that she doesn't want to be stared at. Then again, I know exactly what you're saying.
I know,
but I'm just telling you that this is guys are like, I don't know.
All right.
And there's a lot of guys out there that are not sure what the hell they're supposed to do. Okay, I've got a woman who continually shows her cleavage and she rolls over my desk every morning, and I'm kind of
tell her you're uncomfortable. Tell her you make sure.
Well, you don't want to ruin it for the rest of the guys.
But you see what I'm saying? But exactly. That's a great example. Tell her to make sure.
We don't know what to do. We're just.
Would you want? What do they always say? Is this? Would you do this? Would you want someone to do this to your daughter, your sister, your mother?
No, and I'd hope like hell my mother, my daughter, my sister wouldn't dress like that or put herself out there or be on OnlyFans or anything else. It's their prerogative. They can do whatever they want. But you can make an argument the world's going to hell when it comes to sexual deviance right now because listen, the devil is in the details, my friend. The word temptation comes from the devil, and there's a lot of temptation out there because you can't go online, you can't walk to a store, you can't go and you see yoga pants. And again, maybe it's sometimes I think maybe it's me.
Yes.
Why am I looking at this girl?
Because you're divorced.
Well, I'm horny, yeah. Maybe it's because I'm single again.
That is exactly why.
But even when I was married, you're kind of like, why do I find this so attractive, or why am I
50?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I know better. I don't take action to it.
No,
I don't respond to it.
But yeah,
but it's a message that's kind of like, wow, okay.
But again, so
and we didn't even throw in the dating apps.
No,
the dating apps are controlled prostitution.
No, they're not.
Not all of them.
Be careful.
There are elements of every dating app that is controlled prostitution. There are Match.com, every dating app out there.
What do you mean by controlled prostitution?
Women and men just looking to hook up.
Well, yeah, but that's not prostitution. The prostitution just pay for it. It's social networking.
You pay for it one way or another, whether it's morally or financially. No, you do.
No, but that's not prostitution. If it's two consenting adults who want to hook up and have sex, that's not prostitution.
That's what we think.
No, but that is not. I mean, that's a. Again, talk to someone who's 20.
Okay, controlled fornication. There.
Well, controlled fornication. What is that? What did we say the Mormons were?
Well, Back in our day,
soaking.
Back in our day, it took several dinners, a couple of dates. You had to go meet somebody. You had to meet through a friend. You wanted a blind date. Blah blah blah
now
blah.
You can just hook up.
Now I could have 25 matches and I could be having sex by noon today.
Sure, isn't that great? Look at technology.
No, it's not great.
No, but you see that.
No, it's not great.
No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine because again, you say this free will. Free will.
Yeah. Well,
nobody just because you have access to information doesn't mean that you have to act in a way that is contrary to your beliefs. Because here's the thing.
No, it's not. But temptation is around every corner.
But temptation has been around every corner. It's always been there.
But it's much more temptation now than it's ever been.
There's more greater volume of it.
There's a lot more volume of it.
Yeah, but
100 times the volume.
But you know what? I would argue that we should be evolving with it, right?
Well, we're trying.
We're adapting. Or I'm sorry. We should be.
Our free will has allowed us to put all these platforms out.
Right, and we should be able to adapt to it.
Yeah. Well, the only way it goes away is we stop using it, and that's never going to happen.
No, or we adapt.
Yeah.
Adapt, meaning we know that there's OnlyFans. We know that there's porn. We know that there is dating apps. We know that in dating apps you can use it. You can use it to actually find a date, or you can use it for a hookup. Right? We know all that stuff. This is us. That I don't buy into. It's not my fault. It was out there in front of me.
No, it's always your fault. I'm just saying that the temptation there is
evolve. Evolve.
It's hard.
Life is hard, my friend.
It's hard every time.
Life is hard, my friend.
You know, I mean, I used to love Oreos, and then the double stuff came out, and I was like, temptation. Now it's all the stuff you can get. Now Oreos like this.
Well, yeah, but they're not good.
That's what I'm buying. It's temptation.
But you see, we're
weak. We're weak as a society. We're weak. Period.
We have to evolve.
If someone says there's free beer in the corner, you're gonna have a line of people there.
That's right.
And they're gonna be grabbing all the beer they can possibly get because that's temptation.
We talked about this. Watch Americans in another country.
But we also have a lot of things, including technology, that are subliminally, psychologically, sociology, all that are being tempted too.
Yes, I agree.
We're now to the point now where there's so many gambling sites.
Yeah.
Where as soon as I hear ding 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 ding,
yeah,
the cell phone, you know this.
Yes.
The cell phone was created by gamblers.
It was.
Oh yeah, go look it up. It was all people in Las Vegas. The whole idea of what gets us excited,
sure.
The buzzing, the constant.
Well, it's
you put your phone down.
reinforcement.
I've looked down at my phone 15 times because every time it lights up, it's a reinforcement, and a lot of it has to do with the technology of gambling and those.
Oh yeah,
that dopamine and that adrenaline rush of hearing something buzz or hearing a ring or whatever is all, and it's all it's all part of the umbrella of temptation. There's a lot of mixed messages. We are better than that.
We are better than that.
It's really hard to be better than that.
It is hard. Life is hard, my friend. But life has always been hard. Like, think of it. Life has been hard.
We try to put ourselves, this is running through the jungle with pork chop underwear.
Okay.
We all, I think for the most part, try to put ourselves in the right positions not to be tempted by things.
I disagree with that. I think a lot of us do. I think a lot of us don't. A lot of us are playing off of a need for immediate gratification and validation.
Totally agree with you. And I think a lot of us think that we're strong enough and we have the willpower to turn these things down. And what we'd realize is we really don't.
Well, but you know why?
If you don't want to drink, you don't go to a bar. If you don't want to cheat on your wife, you don't go to a strip club. If you don't want to,
and that's what you see. What you just said.
Yeah.
It's not willpower. It's just what you said. It's just what you said. If you don't want to cheat on your partner, then you're not on a dating app.
Yeah.
If you don't want to cheat on your partner or betray your partner, you're not at a strip club.
Well, let's throw in some insecurity there too, because it makes us feel good.
No, but I know, but that's the whole point. Is that's not a willpower thing.
Yeah.
That's a conscious choice. I'm going to put myself in a situation that runs contrary to my relationship. Work is the same thing. You don't want your fellow employees to think ill of you. Don't take it's one thing to take PTO. Don't take a sick day and then post all over social media what a great time you were having at Disney World. Mm-hmm. Right? That's not willpower. That's not willpower. That's judgment.
Yeah.
It's judgment.
I understand. You know where I'm coming from.
I know where you're coming from.